You are listening to the Catacomb Collective Broadcasting Company. We come to you live from the high depths of Minneapolis with Catacomb Theater on the Air, presented to you by the CCBC Plays. This week's episode is sponsored by Cream Nation Dairy. Cream Nation Dairy, the most talented purveyors of all things that leave a cow's udders. Before we begin this week's broadcast, we'd like to warn listeners that tonight's double feature mentions the Holocaust and genocide. We ask you listen at your own discretion. Host of tonight's show is, as always, the Pale Lady.
My dearest creeps, welcome back. Have you ever been afraid of your doppelganger? Ever looked in the mirror and noticed your double moving on its own accord? Then, my dears, you're in for a treat tonight. Our first story begins with an experiment gone terribly wrong, resulting in a macroscopic catastrophe.
Ready with your notes, Lafersky.
All ready, Doctor.
Experiment number 331.
Yes, sir.
Don't yell yes, sir, at me every time I open my mouth. Pay attention.
Yet.
Experiment number 331. Got that?
Yes.
Synthetic protoplasm, formula B22.
B22?
Temperature, 34 degrees centigrade. Quantity, 440 cc.
34 degrees, 440 cc.
Reactions. Original solution reacts exactly as all former solutions. On application of formula FO11 to protoplasm, no reactions.
No reactions.
Application of heat, slight effervescence, followed by breaking down of entire solution into component parts.
Got it.
Shut up, Lafersky! I'll do the talking. Application of acid, G2SO4.
Sulfuric acid.
No change. Blast the thing anyway! Why do I fool away my time on such idiotic experiments? Answer me, Lafersky! Why do I?
I don't know.
Shut up! What's the number of this? 331, 331 times, and nothing but negative results. I'm done. I'm done, I tell you.
But, Dr. Baumeister...
Shut up! Shut up, I tell you! Are you going to try to tell me? Are you? Lafersky, do you see?
Huh? What?
Fool! The floor! Look at it!
Yes, sir.
Idiot! Fool! Numbskull! Get me a beaker! Quick!
Yes, sir. What is it, Doctor?
Well, unless I'm very badly mistaken, Lafersky, unless I'm very badly mistaken, this stuff is... By gad, it is!
Is what?
It's alive!
It is?
Lafersky, do you know what I've done? Do you know? Answer me, do you?
You spilled the stuff on the floor.
You idiot! I've created life. Synthetic life. I put a lot of chemicals in a beaker. I mixed them, and they live. Lafersky, they live. I did it. I did it. I'm the greatest chemist in the world. I've created synthetic life. The goal of scientists since the time began, and I've done it.
Gee.
Now, Now, my little darling, my little beauty, my own, oh, oh, it can be done. It has been done. I did it. I, Paul Baumeister, that everyone said was crazy. Laffersky. We've got to get drunk. You and I. But we're not. No, we're going to watch over this little thing and nurture it and feed it and watch it grow and...
How do you know it's alive, Doctor?
Look, nitwit, look! Did you ever see movement like that in a dead chemical solution? Watch, while I jab this glass rod into it. Watch! Look!
It moved.
It feels. It's afraid. It's alive, Laffersky. I tell you, it's alive.
Gosh, it sure is, ain't it?
And how did I do it? Well, everything was just the same as before.
Except you throwed it on the ground, Doctor.
I did. Now, what was on the floor? Did I spill some chemical? Did I...
Something must have got mixed with the stuff when you throwed it on the floor, Doctor, I bet.
Ass. Utter ass. Go out and find something for this thing to eat.
Huh? What'll I get it?
Wait. I know. Let's find out something. Come here, Laffersky. Come here to me.
No, Doc. Now, what are you going to do? Now...
Here, Laffersky. Stick your finger in the beaker here.
No. No.
Stick your finger right in there. Do as I tell you. Right into the stuff. That's it.
Oh, it's slimy, Doc. Ah! It bit me.
Nonsense. How could it? Hold your hand still. Let's see that finger. Look at it. Oh, look at it, Laffersky.
The end of it is gone. Oh, look. The thing's getting bigger.
Oh! Oh!
Golly, Doc. What are we gonna do with this darn thing?
How big is it this morning, Laffersky?
Doc, honestly, when I left the laboratory last night, it was only about the size of a baseball.
How big is it now?
You know what we gave it to eat last night?
Those white mice.
Doc, their skeletons is laying on the floor alongside the bench where the thing is, and it's as big as a pumpkin now.
You lie!
Doc, I'm telling you. Come and look at it.
I will. And if you lied to me...
I never lied, Doc. Honestly, I never...
Come on. Good Lord.
You see, Doc?
That's wonderful. It's amazing. It's marvelous.
Doc, look out now. The doggone thing snapped at me.
Snapped? You fool. By gad, I wouldn't have believed it.
Look out, Doc!
Cursed thing's active. Look at those pseudopods, Laffersky.
At what?
Look, it hasn't any definite shape of its own, but it can put out arms of protoplasm. See? Look! Watch now.
Doc, look out!
Gad! Oh, that thing's quick. It's like an amoeba, but no amoeba in the world ever moved that fast. We're going to have to watch this thing, Lafersky.
Doc, let's go away and leave it starve. I'm scared of it.
Let it starve? After I created the thing? You're crazy.
But if we keep on feeding it, there's no telling how big it'll get, Doc. And first thing you know, it'll... Oh, gosh. Doc.
I know, but we'll have to take a chance.
Oh, gosh, Doc. I don't want to, Doc. I quit.
Quit? You'll not quit. I know what you want to do. You want to bring the police here. You want to kill my...
Yeah? What is it, Doc?
I'm going to call it amoeba. That's what it is.
Did you notice when you said amoeba?
What? When I said amoeba? By the Lafersky, it's intelligent. It knows its name.
Oh, gosh, Doc.
Amoeba. Amoeba. Amoeba!
Look out, Doc! That thing's reaching for you!
By George! I tell you, it was positively fascinated by it. That nucleus of the cell there, like an eye. It almost had me hypnotized.
Doc, let's get out of here.
Wait. Get that big... No. We'll carry it in and put it in the bathtub. It's too big to keep in this beaker, and in another day or so, if we feed it...
Oh, Doc, let's kill it. Please, Doc.
Kill it? I should say not. This is the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. Kill it. Go, open the bathroom door.
Doc, I wish you wouldn't.
Nonsense! I think I will slap a cover on this thing, though, just to be sure, on the safe side. Now, my friend, amoeba, to your new home.
I'm getting out of here.
Stand aside while I dump it in the tub.
Gosh. Ugh. It just kind of flows, Doc.
Look at it. Amoeba.
Ugh, Doc, I'm getting sick.
Good old amoeba.
Doc, look out.
Huh? Oh,
Doc, that thing will get you. It darn near had you that time. My gosh, Doc. It's a murderer. A murderer. That's what it is.
What's the matter, Lafersky?
You gotta do something about it now. That's all. You gotta do something.
What's the matter?
Doc, my cat. He ate my cat.
He ate your cat.
He sure did, Doc. The cat. My poor cat. He sleeps in the laboratory, Doc. I mean, he did sleep, and he wandered into the bathroom, and I grabbed him. It grabbed him, Doc, and ate him.
Haven't you been feeding it regularly?
Sure I have. Sure I have, Doc. I gave it all the raw beef you said, but it's always hungry. Doc, we gotta do something about it.
Let's go see it. How big is it this morning?
It just about half filled the tub, Doc. and it keeps snatching with them. Them gooey arms all the time.
We'll have a look at it.
I don't want to see it.
Come along. What if it should grab me? Wait, I'd need you to pull me out.
Well, let me tell you, Doc, if it keeps on hypnotizing like it did before, I wouldn't look at it more than half a second. I'm scared of it.
Come on.
Notice that funny smell in here, Doc? Like an old slaughterhouse.
Characteristic smell of protoplasm. Lafarsky. Notice the phosphorus smell?
Like matches?
That's protoplasm.
Now, be careful, Doc. Be careful. That darn thing, no telling how big it is now.
Hello, amoeba, old fellow.
Ugh, makes me sick.
Oh, amoeba.
See how much bigger he's got, Doc? Gosh, I bet I could eat a horse or
Or a man, Lafarsky.
Don't, Doc.
Wait. Look, Lafarsky.
I'm scared to look at it much, Doc.
Look at it, Lafarsky. Look at it, curse you!
I'm scared to, Doc.
I want to try an experiment, Lafarsky. Look at it. And look at it, I tell you.
Doc, I'm scared.
You'll look at it if I have to.
I'm looking at it, Doc.
Watch closely now. Watch now. Watch closely.
Oh!
Oh, did you see it, Lafarsky? Did you see it?
Doc, it turned into you. But Doc, what made it look like you?
Lafarsky, we've discovered something amazing in this. This thing. An intelligent, lower form of animal life. It's intelligent.
I'll say it is. Gosh.
I had a hunch, Lafarsky. A real hunch. And I was right.
But what made it turn into you?
The thing has come into some power. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's a kind of hypnotism. An ability to visualize the object one is thinking of when you look at it.
But why?
You thought it turned into me because you were thinking of me at the time. That's what it was.
But Doc, I seen it turn into you. It just growed up into... gosh, Doc, I can't stand it. Please, let's kill it.
Kill it? Kill the most interesting subject for an experiment I've ever had? You're a fool, Lafarsky. I tell you, you're an idiot. This is going to make me famous. Immortal, Lafarsky. Greater than all the other scientists that have ever lived.
Yeah, if I don't eat you up.
How big is it today?
I ain't been in there. I ain't going in.
Come on. We're going to visit it.
No, sir.
Come on, I say.
I won't do it, Doc. I won't.
You will. You. Answer that.
Yeah. Hello? Dr. Baumeister's laboratory. Yes, ma'am?
Who is it?
Yes, ma'am, he's here.
Who is it?
Your wife.
Hello, darling. Nice to hear your voice. No. Oh, I can't make it. I'm sorry, Esther. I can't possibly get home for dinner, no. I'm sorry. You play three-handed bridge. Then until I get there. No? No, I've got an extraordinarily important experiment here at the laboratory. I must stay here. Sorry, dear. I'll bring you something nice. Of course I do. Goodbye, dear.
Doc, I ain't going in there with you.
You're going in if I have to drag you.
Doc,
Come on.
Listen, Doc.
Come on. Come on now.
Dearest!
Huh? Why, Esther, how did you get in here?
Surprised, darling?
Why, I was just talking to you on the telephone.
About coming home for dinner and bridge? I've been here all the time. Don't you remember the extension telephone?
Well, but how did you get in?
Through the back door.
Well, I'll be damned. You sure fooled me. I'd have sworn that you were home when you called.
Kiss me, dearest.
But, Lafersky.
Send Lafersky away.
Go away, Lafersky.
Come to me, darling. Kiss me. Kiss me.
Doc! Don't, Doc! It ain't her. It's the amoeba. I thought of something else for a second, Doc, and I seen it change.
But
Doc, look out! Quick, it's reaching for you!
I guess you were right, Lafersky. I was wrong. We've got to do something about it.
What do we do, Doc?
We've got to kill it some way.
How? You can't shoot it or cut it.
Bullets would go through that jelly like...
Ugh. Ooh, that's an ugly thing.
And that trick. You saved my life yesterday.
Yeah, I know it.
If you hadn't yelled, Gad, it looked like Esther. I'd have sworn.
And it talked, Doc.
You know what I think?
What, Doc?
I think it has the faculty of assuming a shape, any shape that occurs to it. And I think the way it gets these impulses is through telepathy.
Through what?
Telepathy. Reading our minds.
Gosh, Doc, how could it do that?
We've created a devil. A devil, Lafersky.
You mean it can be whatever we're thinking of?
Exactly.
Good gosh, let's not think a line or anything.
Oh, that is truer than you think, Lafersky.
Gosh. How are we gonna kill it, Doc?
I don't know. I think probably fire is the only way.
Fire?
You and I are going out and get an oxyacetylene torch, and then we're going in there and kill it. That's what we're going to do.
But what if we think of lions or tigers or something, Doc?
We'll think of mice. Or no, a mouse could run too quickly and hide.
A fish, Doc. Then it couldn't breathe. There would be no water.
We'll decide that later. First thing is to go and get the torch. Come on, there's no time to waste. It's going to be bigger every minute.
Gee, Doc. I'm scared.
You're no more scared than I am, Laffersky. I know now what Frankenstein felt like.
You have just heard part 1 of tonight's show, brought to you by the CCBC players of CCBC Theater on the Air, sponsored by Cream Nation Dairy. Now we return you to your host, the Pale Lady.
Aren't we all just feeling a little peckish after that? Thankfully for us, Farmer Stone is here to tell us all about Cream Nation's many wonderful products.
Yep, I do reckon I could eat a whole man right now myself. Luckily, I don't got to. Not since I started working with Cream Nation.
Oh, really?
Yep, that's about right. Since I joined them, Cream Nation and Cream Nation Dairy, I've been able to turn all that weird liquid that ejects from my bovines' nevis into bona fide grade A dairy products, ranging from cheese to yogurt and just about anything else you can imagine.
You don't mean to tell me that Cream Nation Dairy produces the finest of American cheddars, French-style yogurts, succulent butters, and tooth-chatterly cold ice creams, as well as milk and cream?
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's what I reckon you'd call 'em. Me, I just call 'em cow juice solids. Personally, I likes to put a little of that 1/4 3 in my morning roasted bean juice, and maybe a little of that Parmesan on my floppy wheat products covered in nightshade mash. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that sounds devilishly delicious.
Yep, and the best part is you can find 'em in any green grocer near you. If you can find a green grocer, that is.
Well, be sure to keep an eye out and an eye in your mind while you go shopping next time, my ghouls. Now, our next show explores the furthest reaches of the imagination, space. What would happen if humankind landed on Mars, but Mars was already full? Would they welcome us with open arms? Or something more sinister?
Now hear this. Approaching critical deceleration. Fasten gravity suits. Stand by to land.
There it is. We've intersected the course vector, sir.
All right, Mr. Lustig. Over to manual control.
Aye, sir.
Masters, sound general quarters.
Aye, sir.
Mr. Lustig, what do you make of the terrain?
There seems to be a heavy ground mist, Captain. We won't be able to use the infrared lights.
Then we'll have to come in on radar.
Isn't that a little risky, sir? Landing in the dark?
I'd rather run the danger of a blind landing, Lieutenant, than come in without the cover of darkness. Remember, we don't know what kind of reception is waiting for us down there.
Airspeed 500. Altitude now 4,000.
Bridge to engine room, stand by for deceleration. Fire forward tubes 1 and 3. Steady as she goes, Mr. Lustig.
As she goes, sir.
Airspeed 100. Altitude 1,000.
Level stretch dead ahead, sir.
Skids down.
Skids check.
Altitude 500, 4, 350, 3.
Up a point now. All right, let's set her down.
Woo!
Yay.
Yeah, we made it!
it!
Woo! Yeah!
Cut the power. Masters, pipe battle stations.
Aye, sir. All secure, sir.
Well, gentlemen, we're now on Mars. April 20th, 1987, 4:33 Greenwich time. Enter that in the log, Masters.
Aye, sir.
Well, gentlemen, it's less than 2 hours till dawn. As soon as it's light, we'll send out a landing party. Masters, give me an all-over hookup.
We're all set, Captain.
Now hear this. All right, men. The smoking lamp is lit. Well, we're on Mars. The first manned ship from Earth to land here. We don't know what we're going to find, or what dangers we may face. We're 17 men on an alien world. It's up to us whether we ever get home again. The next few hours should tell the story. And I want instant obedience to all commands. I'll court-martial the first man who doesn't jump to what he's ordered. And one other thing. We may be on Mars, but this is still a United States naval vessel. Officers will conduct a personnel and weapons inspection in 1 hour. That's all.
An inspection, Captain? Now?
Mr. Lustig, we've got an hour and a half to sweat out before we find out what's waiting outside that airlock. I'd rather have a man worried about his stripes than about what's waiting outside on Mars.
Now hear this. Landing party report to forward airlock. Captain Black, Lieutenant Kingston, Lieutenant Lustig, and Dr. Horst. Report immediately to forward airlock. It's now landing time, -5.
Well, they're paging us. You ready, Dr. Horst?
Yes, Mr. Lustig, as ready as I will ever be.
Come on, let's get in the lock.
Kingston, Lustig, and Mr. Horst reporting in the airlock.
Very well, sir. The captain will join you.
4 minutes to go. I wish the captain would get here.
What difference does it make?
I just want to get it over with, that's all. Anybody got a cigarette?
Yeah, I think you're smoking too much, Lieutenant Lustig. Are you nervous?
Lay off, will you, Horst?
Wondering what's hidden outside underneath that ground mist. I've been giving it some thought. It would be very interesting to find out. A very unusual planet, Mars.
Why?
It has an atmosphere. A wonderful thing, an atmosphere. Where you find one, you, find life.
You mean Martians?
What do you think they'll look like?
Who knows? Intelligent life can take many forms.
You mean they have green skin and eyes on stalks or something?
The comic book conception is possible, of course. Or they may have developed far beyond this. Perhaps they have a science that can produce weapons far more dangerous than our atomic missiles.
You think we may have to fight our way out?
After all, we are invaders.
Now hear this. Landing time, -2.
All right, we heard this. You know what I'd like to find outside that airlock? Good old Illinois. Ever been there, Lustig?
Only Chicago.
You ought to see my hometown. Green lawns, big white houses.
Sounds like my hometown.
My grandmother used to have one of those iron deer on the lawn. Every Halloween we'd paint it another color. One time we painted it black and white like a Holstein cow.
Where does your family live, Dr. Horst?
I have no family. When I was a child, they were gassed to death in the Dachau concentration camp.
Tough.
No, it has its advantages. I have no ties on Earth. Nothing to lose now. I imagine I'm the only one on board who's free to enjoy our present peculiar position.
All right, Masters, you can button it up now.
Aye, sir.
Well, gentlemen, check your sidearms. In 1 minute, we'll be the first men to set foot on Mars. Quite an honor, eh?
As long as the medals are not awarded posthumously.
Still uneasy, Dr. Horst?
Captain Black, I've been uneasy ever since I can remember. On Earth and on Mars.
Well, 30 seconds. Give me the intercom phone, Lustig.
Yes, sir.
Masters,
Aye, sir.
battle stations are to be manned until we return. If we're not back in 2 hours, I want no rescue party sent out. Blast off and save the ship. You understand?
Aye, sir.
All right. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lustig, open the outer airlock.
Aye, sir. It's fresh air.
Let's go. All right now, take it easy. It's too dark to move fast.
Quiet, isn't it? Not even a wind. Can't see anything through this ground mist.
Quiet. You don't know what's out here. All right, come on.
What the?
Quiet.
Captain, I could swear that sounds like a rooster.
I don't hear it anymore.
Very homely but unlikely sound. A rooster crowing on Mars.
Kingston,
Aye, sir.
set that machine gun 25 yards to the flank. We'll stay here till the ground mist lifts.
Aye, sir.
What do you make of the ground, Horst?
Grass? Plain grass. You can see some large foliage there where there's mist thinned down.
What the?
Kingston, hold your fire, you fool!
I hit it, Captain.
What?
Some kind of wild animal. I hit it. I can see the traces, but it's still standing.
Come on, Horst. Doctor, where are you?
Up ahead.
Careful, Horst. Wait for us.
Don't worry, Captain. It's an iron deer. A lawn ornament.
Well, that's impossible.
It's hollow. Interesting, isn't it? A whitewashed Victorian iron deer sitting on a lawn in the middle of Mars.
I don't understand.
Look around. The mist's lifting.
Hey, Captain, look there. It's a house. A regular old-fashioned house.
But, sir, on Mars.
Good Lord. I haven't seen carved scrolls and gingerbread like that in years. Look at that porch swing, the geraniums.
There. I told you it was a rooster, Captain.
Give me the glasses, Lustig. I want to take a look at that front window. Well, there's an upright piano. Some sheet music on it. Lustig, it's beautiful Ohio.
It can't be, sir.
Horst, do you think that civilization of two planets could be identical?
I don't know. That specific style of geraniums is only 50 years old on Earth.
Is it logical that they should develop on Mars? How about that porch swing and that piano and beautiful Ohio? Why, it's impossible.
Captain Black, this looks like the town I was born in.
Well, it looks like my hometown too.
I thought of something, sir. It's the only solution. Maybe we're not the first ship to reach Mars on Earth.
Don't be ridiculous, Lustig.
Well, how else can you explain it? Suppose some scientists got together, they invented some spaceship, and planted a colony here. That's the only answer.
That's impossible, Lustig. Men's space travel, it couldn't be secret. Do you have any idea what ships cost, what industrialized power is needed? No, there's got to be some logical reason.
I think perhaps you might find out, Captain. A light went on in the house.
Kingston, cover that door with the machine gun.
Aye, sir.
Come on, Horst. We're going to ring that doorbell. There's got to be a scientific answer to all this.
There's something moving in there.
Stand back, Horst. Give me a clear shot.
You sure a bullet can stop a Martian?
Steady now.
Can I help you?
We.
If you're selling anything, it is much too early.
No. Wait just a minute. What town is this?
What do you mean? Are you census takers?
No.
No, we're strangers here. Want to know how this town got here.
Is this a game?
No, it's not a game. We're from Earth.
From where?
From Earth.
Do you mean out of the ground? Are you sure you're not feeling well?
Madam, we came here in a flying ship across space. We're from the third planet Earth. This is Mars. Now do you understand? Mars.
You go away now, you hear? I'll call my husband from upstairs, and he'll chase you. Go on!
But this is Mars, isn't it?
This is Green Lake, Wisconsin, in the United States of America, bounded on the east by the Atlantic and on the west by the Pacific. Now go away! Goodbye!
Horst, do you suppose it's really possible? I've got to find out more about this.
I told you I'll call my husband. Now you go away.
You've got to tell me one thing first. What year is this?
Year? 1928, of course, for goodness sake.
You hear that, Horst? And we know it's 1987. And we know this is Mars. Horst, is it possible we got fouled up, made some tremendous blunder and circled around and landed back on Earth?
In 1928?
Well, maybe some switch in time or dimension. Could we have shifted somehow, gone backward in time? Oh, Horst, this won't hold water. It's not logical. We checked every mile. We went past the moon and out into space. We're on Mars. Lustig, out at point. Kingston in the rear. Keep that gun at half load.
Aye, sir.
Horst, there's got to be some cold, logical solution.
Captain,
What?
that house down the street, the white one with the green shutters.
Lustig, what's the matter?
I never thought I'd, thank God!
Lustig, come back here.
He's running for the house.
That crazy fool. After him, quick.
Lustig, stop!
Come down off that porch.
Grandpa! Grandma!
Lustig, what the devil do you think you're doing?
Albert!
Grandpa! It is you!
Lustig, what is going on here?
Albert, it's been so many years.
How you've grown, boy.
It's so good to see you.
Lieutenant Lustig! Oh!
Captain! Grandma! I want you to meet my friends. This is Captain Black. Captain, I want you to meet my grandfolks.
Howdy. Any friend of Albert's is a friend of ours.
How long have you been here, Grandma?
Oh, a good many years. Well, ever since we died.
Ever since you... what?
Yes, sir. They've been dead 30 years.
What?
Oh, now don't you trouble yourself. It's all right. We're all alive again. That's all.
You mean to tell me that Mars is heaven?
Oh, nonsense, no. All we know is, here, we're alive again. And who are we to question God's infinite ways?
Lustig, we're going back to the ship.
But, Captain, I want to talk to my grandfolks.
Lieutenant Lustig, I don't like any part of this. You'll come back with us if I have to club you and carry you.
Aye, sir.
Now let's go. Heaven only knows what they've run up to against back at the ship. Horst, look at that crowd around the ship.
Looks like we're being welcomed with this celebration, Captain.
Celebration? They've abandoned ship. Every port is open. No guards set. You, Masters!
Hiya, Captain. Meet my old dad. Dad, that's Captain Black. He's not a bad guy for an officer.
Kingston!
What, sir?
Bring that band back. Use force if you have to.
Aye, aye. Oh. Excuse me, sir. That's my Uncle George.
Kingston!
I'll be right back, Captain. Uncle George! Uncle George!
What the devil is going on here?
Don't you understand, sir? They've all found friends and relatives. They're all here.
You're right, Captain. I found them. The whole crew's out in the crowd.
Well, I gave orders. Definite orders.
You don't understand, Captain.
I understand mutiny. I don't care how many relatives show up. I'll have discipline.
John! Johnny? Johnny, you old son of a gun.
It's you. Edward.
Yes.
It can't be.
Oh, of course it is, Johnny. Johnny, you old...
Ed. Dr. Horst, this is my brother Edward.
How do you do?
Hello, sir.
It's wonderful to see you, Edward. Look, I've got to get back to my ship.
Johnny, wait. I almost forgot. Mom's waiting at home.
Mom.
Yeah, and Dad, too.
Mom and Dad are alive. Then you're real, Ed.
Well, of course. Don't I feel real? How's that, huh?
Why, Ed.
We've got lunch for you, Johnny. Mom's making corn fritters.
Dr. Horst, haven't you found anybody?
Oh, no, Captain. I have nobody.
Then you come on home with me. Right, Ed?
Well, sure.
Horst, you wouldn't believe it, but it's been 35 years since I've had Mom's corn fritters. By George, 35 years.
And there's plenty more in the kitchen, so don't hold back, Johnny. You too, Dr. Horst.
Well, Johnny, you're still in the Navy, huh?
That's right, Dad. I'm in command of the ship.
We're a whole Navy family, Dr. Horst. All three of our boys in the service.
Ed was the best pilot in the Pacific till... What did happen, Ed?
What's the difference? I'm here now.
Yeah, but...
You know, it's almost perfect. All we're missing is your brother Will. Then the whole family could be together.
That won't be long, Mom. Will's in charge of the XR-54, the next rocket coming out to Mars.
Well, little Will. When does he leave, Johnny?
Well, the takeoff's scheduled for September. But it depends on what we report.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's no question about that now, huh?
No.
Christmas together again. That'll be something.
It sure will. Yes, sirree. Well, this calls for a celebration. How about a little of the old dandelion wine, Johnny?
Oh,
Father, now don't you go giving Johnny too much wine.
He's a big boy now, Mother.
Yes, sir. Isn't everything just fine? Just fine.
Oh, I'll be melancholy too.
oh. Play that one again, will you, Ed?
Oh, sure.
Well, Dr. Horst, what are you doing sitting over there alone? What do you think of my little family?
Very nice.
You know, I can't understand why you didn't find any folks here, Dr. Horst. It's just a shame. Everybody else is so happy.
Well, I never remembered my family, Mrs. Black. All I know is that they were gassed at Dachau during the Second World War. When I was liberated, I was in delirium for 3 months. I cannot remember anything before then, a psychiatric phenomenon.
Oh, that's terrible. Isn't there anything anybody can do?
I don't want to remember. I haven't had a pleasant life. I prefer to be free of emotional entanglements. They interfere with the scientific approach.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dr. Horst. What?
Oh, I'll get it.
That's our ring. Long and 3 shorts. I remember that.
Well, maybe we better call it a night. You must be getting tired, Johnny.
I better be going back to the ship.
Oh, you understand us. You stay the night, we insist.
Oh, I just couldn't rest thinking of you all alone on that ship.
I'll be all right. Well, good night.
Oh, wait a minute. Dr. Horst, the phone message was for you.
Me?
Yes, that's right. A message from Anna.
Anna. I don't.
Well, she must be an old friend. Isn't that nice?
I don't. You're sure it's for me? I don't remember any Anna.
Well, she asked if you were better.
Perhaps she's someone who knew you at Dachau.
Anna?
She said she's coming over here first thing in the morning, so you have to stay over.
Yes, but...
Well, that settles it. You stay here, Horst. You can bunk with me in my old room.
Yeah, but Johnny, we thought you'd like to be with Edward.
Oh, so you can talk the way you used to.
Well, we can't put Dr. Horst on the daybed. I think we better share the room tonight. Be plenty of time for talking, Ed.
Yes, I guess so.
I suppose I better drop back to the ship. You know, Ed, security check.
But why do you have to do that here?
I don't know, Mom. There's no good reason, I guess. Suppose we skip it tonight. Well, good night, everybody.
Oh, it's good to have you home, Johnny.
It's good to be home, Mom.
Captain Black, you asleep?
No, I've been thinking about what we were expecting. Green-skinned Martians. When all the time it was only Mom and Dad and Edward waiting. It's funny what tricks your imagination can play on you. Well, I guess Mars is heaven, Horst.
You know, I've been thinking about the Martians, too. Captain, just suppose. Suppose there were Martians, and they saw us land. And suppose they thought of us as invaders. What would be the best weapon they could use against our atom bombs, huh?
I don't see what you're getting at.
They would want to disarm us first, huh? To wipe out all suspicion and make us feel at home. Suppose this house isn't real. Suppose the people are just images. stolen from our own memories by Martians, created for us by telepathy, hypnotism.
That's the craziest theory I've ever heard.
Maybe that's why there was no one for me. Because in all my life, there's no happy memory. No real loved person, not even my mother. I don't remember her. Only the pile of rotten corpses at Dachau. There was no happy emotion for these people to recreate.
How about that phone call? Anna.
Yes, Anna. I don't remember who she was. But I do now. I just remembered. When I was freed from Dachau, sick, delirious, I raved about a wonderful, kind nurse named Anna who took care of me.
Well, there you are. It's logical she's coming to see you tomorrow.
But there was no Anna. I'd been nursed by a man.
What?
Anna was only a dream. And there's only one way they could have learned about her. By reading my subconscious mind.
That's impossible, Horst.
Why? A whole crew was thinking of home. Suppose the Martians read our minds.
Yes, but if there are Martians...
If there are, they have us separated. Each man in a different house. Sleeping. Trusting. No one at the guns.
I left my pistol downstairs. Do you think there's something to this, Horst?
It's a perfect trap, Captain. Who would suspect his own mother? His grandparents? How easy, just a knife in the heart of each sleeping man.
That's impossible, Horst. But we've got to get back to the ship.
Listen. Crickets have stopped. Come on, we don't know when they change back to whatever they really are.
Careful.
Where are you going, John?
Ed, we wanted a drink of water. That's all, Ed.
You're not thirsty, John. You don't want a drink.
Look out.
You don't want a drink.
His face. It's changing. He's a Martian.
Run! Horst, run!
You can't get away, John!
This way, Horst. Horst, where are you? Hello? Hello? Can you hear me, Earth? This is Captain John Black, the XR-53 calling from Mars. I've locked myself in the ship, but they've damaged it. I can't take off or fire the guns. And they're coming for me now. The Martians. I'm all alone here. All the rest are dead. Kingston. Lustig. Dr. Horst. Poor Horst. He didn't even reach the door. Listen. They're trying to break through the hull. Edward and Mom and Dad and all the folks, but they're changing now. They're melting and changing back into... They're Martians. Can you understand? They're Martians, not men. They made us think that Mars was heaven and we fell into the trap. Can you hear me, Earth? You've got to stop the next rocket. Listen, tell my brother Will. Tell my brother not to come. They'll trap him too. They'll kill them all. Hello? Hello, can you hear me, Earth? This is John Black on Mars. Hello, Earth. This is John Black on Mars. Hello, Earth. Hello, Earth. Hello, Earth.
You have just heard part 2 of tonight's broadcast of Catacomb Theater on the Air, brought to you by the CCBC Radio and the CCBC Players, sponsored by Cream Nation Dairy. Cream Nation Dairy, the most talented purveyors of all things that leave a cow's udders. We bring you now to your host, the Pale Lady.
I suppose you can't always believe your eyes, can you? Now, when we last left him, the good Dr. Baumeister had just created a new being in the form of an amoeba. But what will you feed such a hungry creature?
Paul? 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 Oh my goodness. He's gone. Paul? Paul? Paul, dear? Oh, bother. He must be in the other room.
Esther, my dear.
Oh, Paul, I called and called.
I heard you, darling. I was busy for a moment. Come in.
What are you doing?
Oh, working on an experiment.
What kind of experiment, darling?
Oh, too complicated an experiment for you to understand, dear. Chemicals and things.
I could try to understand, darling.
Oh, no. Don't bother, darling. What have you been doing?
Oh, I went shopping.
Well, sit down and tell me about it.
I got you a new tie.
Did you? How nice.
Want to see?
Oh, I'd rather have you sit on my lap and tell me you love me.
Oh, Paul.
Won't you, dear?
Why, you're so different today, darling.
Different? What do you mean?
Why, Paul.
Come and sit on my lap,
Paul,
dear.
What's the matter? Ah!
Come in. Hurry, Laffersky.
Gotta get in this hose all in.
Here, set the oxygen tank down there. That's it.
You know how to hook this thing up, Doc?
Yes. Here, fasten this hose on there. That's it.
Now what?
Fasten the nozzle on here. That's the way. Now,
Doc, I'm awfully scared.
it'll all be over in a minute. Why, there's Esther's purse.
Gosh, Doc.
I wonder if...
Oh, Doc.
Come on, pick up that tank. I'll take this one. Quick.
Oh. You found my purse, did you, Paul?
Esther, I was so afraid.
Afraid of what, dear?
Oh, Esther.
Darling, you're so funny.
You haven't been in that room.
What room, darling?
That one there.
Oh, no. I wasn't in there, dear. Haven't you got a kiss for me?
Doc! Doc, look! On the floor, there!
What?
A skeleton. Skeleton!
Oh,
Look. She's turning into a skeleton too. Oh, Doc. Doc, what?
it's got her. It's got her, the amoeba.
It got her. It got her, Doc.
Oh, Esther. Esther, darling.
What's the matter, dearest?
Dearest. Oh, Esther. Esther, I thought...
Stay away from it, Doc. Don't go near it. A mouse, Doc. Think of a mouse.
It's the amoeba. Quick, the fire, Laffersky. It's got us. It's got us.
You life ball, Meister. You idiot. I am your master. I am
You are not. You're
Esther. Esther.
Darling Paul.
No, Doc. Don't go near her.
Esther. Dearest Esther, I got you. I got you.
Come to me, dearest. Paul, my lover.
Esther! Oh! What's the matter, Laffersky, my boy?
Doc, what happened?
Why, nothing happened, Laffersky. Here, give me your hand.
No, you're not him. You're not the doc.
Why, you fool,
I know you, you devil. I know you. I'll kill you. You devil, you. I'll kill you. You killed Doc.
It's no use, Laffersky. Don't try to use that torch. It won't work at all, I assure you.
Won't it? Honest, Doc.
Ah!
Fool me, would you? You're scared of the fire, you.
Think of a demon, Slurpersky. Oh, my demon. You told a demon, Laffersky.
I will not. I won't. You're an amoeba. You're not.
Stanley, my dear, I love you. I've forgotten Paul. Stanley, be mine. Be my darling.
I'll fix you. I'll fix you. That's what I'll fix you. Fire.
Now, think of horrible things like old demons.
It's no use, Laffersky.
I love you, Stanley.
No, I've got it. Fire, that's what will kill you. Fire.
Ah! No, Stanley.
Stop it, Laffersky.
Kill you. Kill you. Fire! Kill it! Die!
Stanley! Oh, Stanley, I love you.
Laffersky. Don't.
I guess no one could parasem that coming. The clock chimes midnight once more, my dear friends. Off to bed now. Sleep a fitful sleep. I bid you adieu and good night.
You have just heard tonight's broadcast of CCBC Theater on the Air, brought to you by the CCBC Players and sponsored by Cream Nation Dairy. Cream Nation Dairy, the most talented purveyors of all things that leave a cow's udders. Tonight's show was Slurp Goes the Amoeba, originally performed by Lights Out, written by Willis Cooper. And Mars is Heaven, originally performed by X-1, written by Raymond Bradbury. If you like tonight's show, consider supporting our sponsor, Haunted Basement. You are listening to the Catacomb Collective Broadcasting Company.
Marsden House. Cypher Circuit. Killing Joke Films. Crush Kill Recordings. Dead Rabbits. Hecatome.
Greetings, grab a seat, you have to peek, the track is deep. Back is the executioner, your majesty.
Long time coming.
Strong rhyme running, scarily tragic passion over carefully crafted magic. My oracle vision is forcing your hidden fear exposure. Horrible spitting, stored in morbid flow-ridden lyric folder. Disastrous stashes, labeled in a class of classics. Fatal send the wagon average to the grave zone with the grass and maggots. Love battle, y'all, but catalog. Urge you to learn the history of my art and what I've started.
All of your murder mysteries, further victory.
When the creature creeps to your tympanic havoc, then speakers leak. Work is sick, Berkowitz, heard a bitch, certain quick. Murker if you feature me, eat your beat. Which is why I tend to get big budget beats for free.
Secretly, plans to tad attention to massive casted image of why not having rapping gimmicks is grand and bad for business.
I was all about style and no substance. Acid, bashing, nagging. You're not much raw without wild and dope cutting. Many liked it. Maybe I'll make it massive and stay poor. But producers are willing to give me beats your favorite rappers would pay for.
Knew y'all lost.
Message is this. Slam mine, neck will get slit. Record's legit. Damn right I can get another score.
You fall off.
Left in the ditch. Hit the ground and it sounds like a brick. Get down for the count. Like Mike Tyson with a hoverboard.
Question my weaponry. Your doomsday is coming. Very few ways that one can really get away with murder. Trying to be a killer artist. Become a sick rapper. Wanna slay a beat. Challenge yourself with one from Big Blaster. Cracking records, that impressive, no play for workers. I'm about to spit and show you how to get away with murder. Time for the basics now. Check it, I'm gonna break it down.
Passing a fraction of much more than just rapping about rapping, but rapping a grafting assorted list of mastering actions. Touch forward, twisted massacre routes, plus border with tough ordinance. Flux towards a bridge of choruses, rough, torturous, hazardous sound, skin gouging, 10,000 syllable riddle, rhymes a minute, billable dribble. I've invented drillable spittle,
killable cripple,
cliff falling, if called into clashing about traveling clout, big balls and pimp walking, grin housing, them browsing the shit talking, ass in the mouth, rectum with a larynx residing in it. Data is found, measured in comparison, defining digits, grabbing the crown, evident a terrorist be hiding bitches.
Grabbing us now.
Writing revised wisdom, meek flee and stay haunted. Die within my jism, leave DNA on it. Lombard crack clan, musically squashing people.
Like when white cop might pop unarmed black man, truthfully not illegal.
Them dummies look pensive, assuming they crew with me foolishly. When unleashed, put instrument doohickey. When me dropping beatboxing, yes, your vans wet the pants.
Even Toto Bro sold the show and open for Method Man.
Props overdue, winning with plenty rage, not your pain. I'm the Remington and 20 gauge, you shot Cobain. Lock, loading, shoot, famous blast, prominent, you're constipated fact. Blame this track for heinous act, the game intact with an anus pack.
I'm the shit, questioning my weapon. Your doomsday is coming. Only a few ways that one can truly get away with murder. Chose to be a killer artist when it became a sick rapper. Goals to slay a beat, give some blame to Big Blaster. Tracking record is that impressive, no playing worker. We're proud of this, we showed you how to get away with murder. Dead indeed, but I can still let it breathe. I showed you how to
get away with murder.
I showed you how to
get away with murder.
I showed you how to
get away with murder.
I showed you how to
get away with murder.